Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2009 sports drama film, The Blind Side. So this is the film that got Sandra Bullock her Oscar. Kathy Bates is in this as well. A bunch of people are in this. This I had to look this up because I've only seen this once. I saw this once when it came out. I've seen bits and pieces because it's always on TV for the last 14 years. It's always been on TV constantly. But it's just a matter of sitting and watching it in its entirety. Again, it's an incredible story from beginning to end. Whether it's based on the true story of Michael Orr, but if it was not based on the true story of Michael Orr, it would still be an incredible story. It has a beginning, a middle, and end. It has that root for the underdog. It has that, greener pastures kind of a thing, striving to be better, finding someone who can actually help you. Things, right? Very, very good life things along the way. So Michael Orr, it was a professional football player for many years, and I didn't know the timeline because the book that this is based on came out in '06, but the book is more like his last year of high school and the beginning of college. And then in 2009, November 2009 is when the movie came out. And July 2009 is when he was actually drafted, first pick draft for the Ravens, I believe. The NFL team, the Ravens. And so to have that draft be at the end of this movie, very interesting how quickly they had to splice that in at the very end, as the not post-credit, but like the epilogue aspect. Michael Orr was a first pick draft for the 2009 Ravens. They had to license everything with the NFL to get the actual, video footage. It's interesting knowing the behind the scenes aspect of it. A lot of work goes into something that happened in July, and you have to prep for the movie's release, theatrical release in November, which then launched for 2010 award season, right? Film won many, many awards. So it's neat knowing how quick the chain of events happened from real life to then, actual film. But again, the film itself was originally just based on the his senior year of high school and then the beginning of college, which was the '06 book. To have the '09 movie, obviously filmed in, late 2008, early 2009, to then have him real life being picked up by the Ravens in July of '09 to then get the movie released in November of '09. It's just wild how fast all these things go. What I love about this, again, we just mentioned it. It's that feel good. It's the nostalgic, coming from the bad area of town, quote unquote. But it's not a matter of, and there's very specific conversations in this. It's not a matter of white guilt. It's not a matter of, charity case. It's not a matter of trying to push through legacy within an alma mater. It's a matter of being a good person. It's referenced very much that this takes place in Memphis, Tennessee. So it's very Republican, it's very white, it's very Christian, quote unquote. We'll put air quotes because that phrase has been weaponized for many thousands of years. But more so now in its exploitative standpoint, especially within the internet, thankfully. But what I like about this is that it doesn't force it. It's not a forced aspect of Christianity. Yes, it's a Christian high school. Yes, the family is Christian. But we don't see them go to church. We don't see them. They pray, as in just a standard grace on Thanksgiving. That's really it. There's a Christmas photo scene, so this is obviously a Christmas film. But I like that it's the religious aspect of this family, the Tui family, is not forced upon you. It's not the plot point of the story. It's referenced, how could you be a Christian kind of a thing, but like it's not forcibly thrown down your throat, which I am very appreciative of within a narrative standpoint. It's more about the humanity aspect, the morality aspect. Ooh, I like that. Humanity, morality. Not the I have to do stuff because my religion says I have to do stuff. It's not that. It's the human aspect, not the mythology aspect. I really appreciate that. From the story standpoint, I've read thousands of books. We've talked about plenty of things. We've talked about mythologies from different cultures all over the world of all over different times. It's very interesting seeing religion represented in different aspects, and to have this film represented in the way that it did I really like. I thought it was very well done. Story-wise, I thought it was very well done. Acting-wise, incredibly well done acting-wise. But it gives that sense of morality, that sense of hope. Well, what if I could help somebody who's less fortunate than me, but not parade it like people do constantly on the internet nowadays? There's a homeless person. I'm going to film myself giving them, $100. There's a homeless person. I'm going to film myself giving them a bag of food. You shouldn't be helping somebody for the clout. You should be helping somebody because it's the right thing to do. So, things, right? This is a very good film touching base on that humanity and morality to help your better man. We, not we. We, not me. There we go. We, not me. Very well done. I really like this film. But again, of course, I'm watching this and it's a football film taking place in high school. And I'm like, man, I have to watch Remember the Titans again. And I said that the last time we watched a football film, I think it was Little Giants with Devin Sauer, right? That's when we said, man, I want to watch Remember the Titans again. It's on my list. It's on my list of things to do. I like these high school football films. I don't know why. It's just I enjoy that underdog kind of story. I enjoy the we, not me aspect, that the team comes together as one and we could defeat the enemy. I like it. I like that throughout different story. I like that within the sporting aspect of it as well. And yeah, good film. Great acting. Incredible story. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.